Hi everyone, hope you're safe. Exciting news, the Dutch Debating League or DDL is starting again, and in the second semester of this academic year we will hold a 4-month during tournament or event, and in this video I want to explain what it is that you will be signing up for as a society and what you can expect. You will receive this registration form which asks for, of course, the name of your society, but also the amount of teams that you are willing to sign up with. So these teams do not necessarily need to be the same. So if I, Mike, am teaming up with Tom, for example, to represent, I don't know, Bonaparte, let's say we're both part of that society, then that doesn't mean that throughout the entire 4 months we need to be together. You can choose to have any mix of teams that you want. We're going to be starting in February, and there are two options in tournaments styles that we have depending on how many teams actually are able to sign up. For this amount of teams, we will prioritize a fair distribution. So let's say that you are able to send 4 teams and another association only 2. We'll first grant everyone 2 teams if they are able to do so, and only then start to add other teams to make sure that we have a nice number of participating teams. The first option is where we have a double elimination tournament. So that happens if 8 teams sign up at most. So what does that mean? Well, on the picture on your left side of your screen, you see a certain tournament that could happen like this. So in round 1, Leiden faces Utrecht, and then Tilburg faces Nijmegen, etc., etc. At that evening, you have to do an American parliamentary style best of 3 debate, and you can just choose whatever. Do you want to have 3 different teams? Do you want to have the same team participate 3 times? It doesn't really matter as long as you do 3 AP debates. You're also free to decide when this is. You have 1 month, let's say for example the entire month of February, and you just decide with one another, do we want to do this online? Do we want to do this in person? At what date do we want to do this? These kind of things. What do you then see? Well, let's say that indeed Leiden beats Utrecht in 2 debates and they lose in 1 debate. Then Leiden wins the best of 3 and moves on to round 2, where indeed they face off against Nijmegen, apparently, according to this picture. In the bottom of this picture, you also see losers round 1, and there you see Utrecht again, because you need to be defeated twice before you're actually out of the tournament to make sure that's a little bit more fun. In the end, the people in the losers bracket on the bottom of the screen battle it out against each other until we have a winner from that losers bracket. And that team, which in this case is actually going to be Tilburg, is going to face it up against the winner of the winners bracket, so who has won all of their debates, which in this case is Leiden in the actual finals. For the first month, we'll have round 1. Then in March, we'll have round 2 and losers round 1. So note that these teams do not overlap, so it doesn't mean that you need to do 2 debates in 1 month. In month 3, we'll do the winners finals, which in the picture is semi-finals, and we'll also do the losers round 2. And then in month 4, which is going to be May, we'll split it up. In the first 2 weeks, we'll do the losers semi-finals, which is indicated as losers round 3. And then in the last 2 weeks, just on one particular evening, because you see that the team that wins the losers finals needs to end up doing two sets of 3 debates. We'll do that on the same day, so that will be the grand finals. The second option is if there are more societies that are interested, so we'll have more than 8 teams, and then unfortunately we cannot do a losers bracket simply because it would take 6 or 7 months even. What you see in the picture on the left is, for example, Amsterdam 1 and Amsterdam 2, so Amsterdam is sending 2 teams. Do note that per round those people should be preferably different. Here you also see that, for example, in the most top debate, you see that Amsterdam 1 beat Nijmegen 2 with 3-0, but then also Nijmegen 2 is out of the tournament. Again, these don't need to be the same teams, it just means that Nijmegen has 1 less team to try to win the tournament. And again, here we don't have overlap in teams, so in month 1, which is February, we'll do round 1. In March, we'll do round 2. In April, we'll do round 3. And then in May, we'll hold the actual grand finals. If there are any questions that you may have, feel free to message us via info@debatbond.nl, message us on Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever you want. And we hope you're as excited for the start of the DDL again as much as we are.